Hello, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to convert this melody into a MIDI sequence, a MIDI file. Now, why do we even need a MIDI file? Well, MIDI files are used to collaborate with people. For example, you can save your chords or melodies, bass lines, whatever into a MIDI sequence, a MIDI file, and you can send that over to another person. So, for example, they don't have the same DAW as you, and they cannot run in FL Studio. They're maybe using Ableton, they're using Logic Pro. So what you would do is you would send them stem files, and with those stem files, a great bonus could be some MIDI sequences. So today we're going to be learning how to make those MIDI sequences, and it's quite easy. We're going to be doing two methods. There's two methods with the macro method and with the piano roll options method. So let's take a listen to this melody and then let's convert it into a MIDI file. Let's begin with basic theory. So what we could do is we could just Control A, select everything, click on the piano roll options, go to File, and export as MIDI file. And now we could just rename however you like and save it to your desktop. Now I'm going to tell you why that could be a little problem. So now if I import that from my desktop, as you can see, now we have the whole chord progression here. But what if we want all of these to be separately? We don't want them to be together like that. What you could do is you can do the same thing. On this time you just Control left click and just select this part here and then save it as a MIDI file, or you can just Control C that and go to another pattern and just save it there. Those are two methods you can try, and one of the coolest methods and one of the fastest methods you can do is using the macro. For example, we have the whole track finished and we don't want to go through every single pattern and just do this all the time. Go to File and export as MIDI file. We don't want to do that every single time. What if we have like 100 patterns? So let's just duplicate here a little bit. Control S, Control V. So now we have two patterns, and we want to have these two patterns into a MIDI sequence with just one click, so we'd have to go through every single pattern. So what you want to do is you want to go to Tools, Macros, Prepare for MIDI Export. Now at this point you don't want to save your project file, because if you do, there's no turning back. Everything's going to be converted into a MIDI file and you're done. Your project file is just done. So if we click here, as you can see, we have these both patterns converted into a MIDI sequence. So now it doesn't play anything. So as I said, don't save your project file right now. Just leave this like that. And now what you want to do is go to File, Export, and click MIDI file and just save it to your desktop. So now if we go to our sampler here, we have both of the patterns in one sequence. And remember, these both were separate. The macro, what it did is just put everything into one pattern. So if you have 100 patterns, it's gonna put all the MIDI sequences into one piano roll. And if you want to just have, for example, one part of the pattern, you don't want to have all the chords in here, you just want the melody, you can easily do that because we have two patterns. You can click on the MIDI when you drag it out of there, and you can just choose the second pattern, the third pattern, the fourth pattern. Doesn't really matter which pattern you like. So you don't have to have everything in one pattern, because it might get a little bit difficult if you have like 10 patterns in one piano roll. Basically, that is it for the video. That's how to save your chords, melodies, bass lines, whatever, into a MIDI file. As I said, this is really useful for collaboration purposes, and it's just going to speed up your workflow. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one, guys. Peace.